This guy came in today and tried to do a fraudulent purchase on 5 iPhones. When he came up to me initially, he told me he just wanted to do an upgrade on his AT&T account. So I started asking him what phones he wanted and how many lines, and he tells me 5 lines, 5 iPhone 13 Pro Maxes. So right away he gives me a red flag, and I'm thinking this could possibly be fraudulent, but there's nothing I could do until I can prove that he's doing it fraudulently, so I just continued on with this activation, and I let one of my managers know that this guy wanted 5 iPhones. I'm going through the upgrade process, and the first 2 phones go totally normally. Nothing happens, nothing flags. It doesn't start getting weird until I get to the 3rd phone, and it pops up the credit check. I looked up at the customer and I said, alrighty, it flagged me for a credit check, so I'm going to go ahead and call AT&T, and they're probably going to collect some information from you. He looks up at me weird and he says, there's not supposed to be a credit check. I said, actually, it's pretty common, especially when you're doing a lot of upgrades at once. They just want to prove that it's actually you buying the phones. I can tell something was still bothering him, but he said, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And he was quiet for a while. I got on the phone with AT&T and I provided them all the information for the guy's account. The lady on the other end tells me to sit tight and that it's only going to be about 5 minutes. 2 minutes into waiting, the guy looks at me and he says, you know what, I think I'm just going to go to AT&T. I said, if you want to, that's fine, but we're almost done and they're going to credit check you there anyways. He had his keys in his hands and he dropped them on the desk and he said, what are you talking about this credit check for? I said, what we're doing right now, they're going to do this to you over at AT&T. And he looks at me and he says, man, just cancel this shit then. And he walks away.